want to talk about Dan Roberts, Yahoo Finance. He went in talking about Jay-Z, saying that Jay-Z pretty much is a failed sports agent. When I heard that, I didn't know what to think because I know that Jay-Z has clients on his roster. So I said, I'm just going to put what Dan said to the test. We'll throw it out there and see how far off base or on base Dan Roberts is.
Okay.
All right. First one, baseball, Robinson Cano.
All right.
Good. What his contract was like, what, $200 and something million?
Yeah. So
huge.
Next one, Yoenis Cespedes.
Another 100 and a bit. So 2 for 2.
NFL, Des Bryant.
3 for 3.
Yep.
Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah. Why? 4 for 4?
Yeah.
He made a lot of money. Was it 90 million or something?
Yeah,
I
he
think
made
in
some.
Miami.
He made
so.
some though. He made
He's like
some
the
though.
highest paid defensive player in the NFL. So, Todd Gurley.
Verdict's still out.
What?
He's on
Rookie.
track. He's on track.
Okay, offensive rookie of the year though.
He's on. You never know. Hey. It's first season, but he's on track. Like if he keeps doing what he's doing,
He's a good client for Jay-Z. So
yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Basketball, Skylar Diggins.
Yeah, obviously.
obviously one of the biggest WNBA
And these are
players.
Jay-Z's clients.
These are all Jay-Z's clients.
All Jay-Z's clients.
Oh.
So this Dan Roberts is causing confusion.
What a big failure! What a big failure, eh? Over 500 million already.
Oh my goodness.
Kevin Durant.
Oh, Kevin Durant.
Oh, really?
That guy sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah,
Is he not playing in the NBA playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're 6 for 7. No.
So yeah, when you throw together a roster like that with client base, I just don't see how he can remotely think that that's acceptable to go on Yahoo Finance and talk about how he's failed, his operation is not successful. It's all out there right now.
Yeah, I think Dan Roberts needs to do better research because if he just looked at those 7-8 players which you named, Perez, clearly Jay-Z is not doing a poor job as a sport agent. So, yeah.
Who are Dan Roberts' clients?
Good question,
Does he
Mr.
even have
Roberts.
any?
Who do you represent?
Who does he
other than-
represent?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay-Z's on the right path. So
Hey, at least Jay-Z's client is not Johnny Manziel. No, okay, guys. Honestly, guys, let's talk about Johnny Manziel. I know he's probably, people hear his name and they cringe. They probably are like yelling to themselves because he is a very talented young man, right? We can all agree with that. He's pretty talented.
in college.
In college, yes, in college, that's fine. And I'll give you that. But don't you think that he's throwing away his future with his bad habits, which he probably developed in college, if I may be mistaken. But, Von Miller today stated that he believes Johnny Manziel, people are kind of being negative towards him, but that he believes that Johnny Manziel is his brother and that he will turn around. What do you guys think about this? Do you think Manziel will ever come out of this slump?
No.
Why is that?
I don't even know if he's good enough to be an NFL QB.
That's fair.
And he's what, like 20? 21? I don't know how old he is, but what team's going to want that headache going forward unless he completely turns it around? Like, he would have to play, like, amazing if any team gave him a shot that first, like, remember when Vic went into jail for the dog thing and whatnot? He came back and Philly gave him a shot, and he had a good year.
Yeah, he did.
I think they made the playoffs that following year when he came in, and they were doing well.
But keep in mind, Vic had bills to pay, though. He was playing for, his bills because he had a lot of
Johnny Manziel
money,
keeps
right?
gambling. He's going to have a lot of bills to pay. He's going to be dead broke.
Vic was playing for his life.
He'll be living on the street. We'll be dropping coins off to him on the corner of King and Dufferin or something. I don't know.
But my concern is, Manziel, he rented a house. I think it was cost $4.2 million house.
Who's giving him this money?
Exactly. Who is giving Johnny Johnny Manziel this money to splurge on drugs and liquor? Like, I want to know if gambling. Like, because to me, that's the problem. Whoever you are, whoever's giving him that money is actually feeding his addiction, right? And that's the problem, is that the people around him, other than Von Miller, and I think his agent, who said I think he's till Wednesday to turn around, or he's going to drop Manziel, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So he has till Wednesday to turn around his behavior. But honestly, the people who are around Manziel are not a good example. And Jay, I agree with you. Like, I don't think he's going to ever... I don't think with this type of, like, behavior, which team would trust him to be the QB? Like, who would take him up?
Yeah. A desperate team.
But there's a lot of teams that are desperate in NFL for quarterbacks, so you never know.
I don't know about Manziel. I mean, in college he did it. In NFL, he's totally unproven. I don't know what it is, but there's some reason that he's getting blighs and he's getting chances that other people, if they're in that same situation, would not get. It seems like every time I'm hearing about Manziel, it's just, if it's someone else, I just feel they wouldn't be getting that kind of support. It's always, apparently his dad's trying to help out and other people. And it's just like, I think in the media is really has a soft spot for Manziel.
But why though? Why?
Because of the whole Texas A&M Johnny football.
Forget
exactly.
that.
The money sign.
Listen,
exactly.
Johnny football is Johnny crack ball, okay? Or Johnny drug ball. Like, honestly, Johnny gambling ball. Like, guys, Johnny football is gone, okay? Let's just put that to bed. But he had his moment, but why is the media, like I want to be rude, but like they're fully breastfeeding this guy, breastfeeding him. Why? Like he's
why
a grown.
Are they talking about him? You mean?
No, but like I feel like what he said. The media is so nice to him. Honestly, if it was like a black athlete, no offense, they would like be done with this guy.
Of course,
for sure. But this guy is getting all these blighs, and it's crazy to me that people are defending him. Von Miller, he's in my Broncos. Love the guy, but I do hope Manziel gets help. I want him to be a great athlete, but I think even if he gets help, as Jay just said, I don't think he can make it in the NFL. I don't think he'll be the next Tom Brady or even like I think he'd be like a Hoyer. And Hoyer just got dropped by his team, so I don't think Manziel will make an impact on the NFL. So let's just drop this guy. Like I feel like why do we care?
Well, I mean, Gordon, he's not getting that kind of love.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? And I think if Gordon was Manziel, it would be a different situation. You know what I mean?
So you think race is probably...
Come on.
Definitely. I think race is a factor. I think, honestly, guys, think about it. If he was a black quarterback, look at Vic, right? If he was a black quarterback, guys, it would be murder. Like, it would be done. Like
Again, though, he came back.
He did come back, but even still, like there was a lot of controversy, right, when he came back. Yeah. But he came back to pay his bills. This guy owed people money, right? That's why he came back. He had to pay off all the debt that he accumulated being a quarterback. Yeah. But you know what? I think Manziel, his agent did say he has until Wednesday. It's an ultimatum right now.
So it's not happening.
So we'll see if this week Manziel will turn around and
on safety in ballparks. And I'm talking baseball parks. We all went to the Jays game against the Yankees. And I remember looking down and seeing the renovation in regards to the Rogers Center, the infield.
Good job, guys.
Definitely.
Great diamond.
It looks the infield looks a lot like Fenway Park, where it's just dirt and it looks clean. And I did notice, though, there's a story about a girl who got hit in the head off a foul ball. And she's hospitalized right now. She's in stable condition, or she's okay. At Tropicana Field. Now, what made me think of this is actually at Target Field in Minnesota. It had a certain amount of space to deal with, and the amount of space they had was kind of limited. So what they decided to build the ballpark there. They built the ballpark there to fit the space they had. So meaning it's an extremely intimate, small stadium. Now with this whole issue in regards to foul balls, they actually incorporated in. So they're the first major league stadium to incorporate mesh that goes past the dugout for hot shots, foul balls.
Okay.
unfortunately, it's not mandatory. So in Major League Baseball, it's recommended that other teams have foul netting, but it's not mandatory. In regards to the cost of it, you'll never believe the cost, what it takes to extend, to have mesh or netting go past the dugout for foul balls.
How much will it cost?
It's $100,000.
To just go only
I need
past
to
the
go in that
dugout?
business.
Yeah, but think about that though. Like the minimum Major League contract for a Major League player is
Like
500,000.
500, yeah.
So for a fraction of what you're paying, the minimum, you could actually install in the stadium and have safety.
Yeah, well, I said it before. If so you're on the side of having a mesh go
Totally.
past the dugout.
Totally. I mean,
I don't like it.
okay.
I think it takes away from people wanting to sit in those rows to catch foul balls. I mean, you sit behind the dugout. What are you expecting? You want a foul ball. If they put a mesh up there, that means even you don't throw a foul balls. Forget it. You know when the teams are coming in from like the end of an inning, and people are waiting behind the dugout for Bautista or Donaldson to throw them a game ball or whatever.
Right.
Can't do that anymore.
Right.
That takes away from the people are gonna be like, "Yes, you know what? Forget it. I don't want to sit behind the dugout. There's a mesh there. I'll sit higher up." I think it takes away from fan in-game experience. And if you're gonna do that, and this person causes this to happen now throughout every park in the majors, and now you have to extend all the mesh. What happens when somebody gets hit at the very end of the third baseline, almost close to left field? Then what?
Yeah, but okay, watch this. When you get at the end of the third baseline, that's when the majority of the hot shots are coming from, toward the end of the dugout.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, that's
By the time, if you're like way deep down first baseline and way down third baseline, by the time you have enough time to react. Pitchers now are stronger. You know, they're pitching at a faster speed. I mean, when it leaves the bat, it's leaving at a faster speed. I don't care if you're like how attentive you are. When it's coming at you at like 100 miles an hour, you're not professional fans. Meaning like you're not trained to duck balls. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
You know what? My thoughts on this, guys, and I'll be very frank. If you cannot handle it, don't sit there, okay?
Exactly. So you shouldn't put a
Honestly,
mesh up.
I think that experience in a baseball field, sitting in that area, is the whole point is catching a foul ball.
Right.
If you're gonna catch a foul ball, don't buy those seats.
Yes, it's
And
more-
if you think it's dangerous, don't sit there, okay? And I think, to prevent this in the future, I feel sorry for that lady who got hit. But guess what? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to a baseball game, it could happen to you. So if the MLB wants to protect themselves, put a sign that says caution. Those tickets put caution. You might get hit by a ball. If you sit there,
that's already on the ticket.
Oh, it is.
It's already on the ticket.
So then, if you're gonna sit there, you might get hit. I'm sorry if you get hit. It's gonna suck, but I think I'm happy that it's not mandatory for teams to have it, and I think safety is very important when it comes to sports and fan experience. But if you can't handle the heat, don't sit there. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
Don't sit there at all.
Did how old was the woman? They didn't say.
They didn't say, yeah.
So it could have been like a young person on their phone, just like,
Technically.
a foul ball right to the head. Like,
okay.
you shouldn't be on your phone.
But say same thing in hockey.
right.
Hockey incorporated it in 2002.
The mesh.
Okay, hold on. The mesh.
Yeah.
Okay, before that there was no mesh. And you know what caused the mesh to happen?
Yeah, somebody slap shot and killed a
ex-
14-year-old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And she died.
She died.
2
Yeah.
days later.
Yeah.
Why? Because there was no, and it's the same concept. When you have a hard object flying at you at extremely fast speed, things like that are going to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, thing like that NHL's been around almost 100 years now.
Yeah.
Since they've been around, they've only had one casualty. Believe it or not, of all the slap shots, all the hockey games, they've only had one person die because of a puck hitting them. But, I mean, that could be one death too many
I agree.
if you could prevent it by having the mesh.
Yeah. But they don't put the mesh around the whole rink.
No, they don't. They put it at the spots where it would be more likely that you're going to get, you're in the sight line of a shot. meaning they don't put the sides of the hockey rink because people,
fine,
you know what I'm saying?
But-
So
No,
and
I
same thing
hear
with
you.
baseball. I think with baseball, if as long as you have the netting in the right proper areas where it and where they're saying it, putting it is at the end of the dugout. They have a study that says that the majority of these hot shots are toward the end of the dugout, going past how many feet. So that's because you think about it. You're up to bat, you follow through. I know it's unpredictable where the ball can go, but
Yeah.
for some reason within that area, that's like a very hot spot for foul balls. If you go to, you can sit at a Jays game or any game, and you can see the majority of a good portion of them going to certain areas. So I mean, if they have mesh in those certain areas, I think it makes sense. I'm not saying cover the whole stadium with mesh. I'm just saying if you can do something to prevent situations like this happening.
No, I hear you, and I think safety. I hear you on that. Like I agree with you, but I just truly believe in baseball. I cannot compare a puck versus a baseball. Like I feel like
Okay.
I get that, but I'm saying when it comes to speed, velocity, weight of the puck, weight of the spin, like those two things pucks are way more dangerous. I think in speed wise. Speed wise, like remember the size, the speed, like the hit of that puck, that was obviously more force than a baseball off a bat. It is more force, right? That's why the girl didn't die. If she died, I'm sure it'll be mandatory. But because she didn't die, she got injured. But hey, it's not right. I'm just saying because she didn't die, it will not be mandatory. But all I'm saying is that if you're gonna sit in those types of areas, they can put a sign if they want to prevent it. But I just don't think every team has to do it. I think if that stadium now, Tropicana, wants to do it, that makes sense. But one incident out of everything in baseball, the baseball experience is so. It's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Catching those foul balls. That guy who caught 5 last week caught 5 foul balls and gave it to the kids, right? It's a big part of the experience. So I just think that, it sucks. Again, I'm sorry the girl got hurt, but I just think if you're going to sit in those spots, get a glove and look up for the balls. That's all I'm going to say. Don't be on your phones or whatever she was doing.
Yeah, I don't think there should be a mesh because there's going to be other parts of the park that they're going to want meshes too. You can hit a home run and you're sitting first row and you're not paying attention. Boom, and you're good.
Yeah, but with technology, even in baseball right now, they're trying to incorporate the internet, your phone, like even the phone experience with the baseball experience.
Yeah.
So even
But I'm saying you get hit
so-
with the ball. You get hit with the ball no matter what. There's going to be a lawsuit, no matter where in the park you are.
Yeah.
They can.
Well, actually,
easily come
they're
at you.
protected because there's fine print on every ticket that states.
We're not a lawsuit, but well, they can still sue. Who cares? I think they can.
You can still, but
They'll
then
try. I mean,
I don't think they'll
people.
win though.
No. Well,
Nah.
it depends what arguments the lawyers bring up. But